What's the name of the sound system?
It's called the it's the audio system.
Shall we begin?
Sponsored by... Hi guys, today we are in the Mercedes V-Class. My brother has recently bought this car and we would like to share with you some of his experience as well as our opinion once we have tested it. My name is Martin.
I am MoMo.
And we are from automobilista.eu. So my brother gave us the list about the things that he likes and does not. About the car, of course. Momo, you got the list? So tell us, what did the old man say?
Old man, he's like 39, isn't he?
That's it, old man.
Okay, so first and foremost, he really likes how luxurious the car is, and I have to agree, the interior is really superb. You feel like you're sitting in a S-Class Mercedes, even though you're actually sitting in a van that is probably full of screaming kids.
Okay, so I completely agree how the car is luxury from inside. You feel like you are in a premium limousine, not actually in a van. So Momo, what's next on the list?
He's used to driving premium SUVs, however he says that the full LED lights on this car are really superb. On the downside, he pointed out that the retractable table here in the back has only one height setting, which in his opinion it's a bit too high, and I have to say I definitely agree. For people of my height or small children, it's definitely not a good fit.
Definitely.
On the other hand, what he really likes is the audio system, and I have to say it's pretty impressive.
I know I've been busting, no discussion for my family. No hesitation through my scope, I see my enemy like what's up.
What's the name of the sound system?
It's called the it's the audio system.
And Momo, finally, I know he has some little grievances about the car.
Yes, for example, the tailgate cannot be opened from the inside of the car, which can be a bit of a bummer. Also, the car has a 360-degree camera and all the sensors you can think of, but it doesn't have a sensor to tell you if you're hitting something with the roof, which I think would be nice for a car like this. And last but not least, and I have to say I find this thing really silly, is the fact that the buttons for controlling the chairs in the back are on the same side, which means that for this chair they're on the right, they're perfectly fine, you can reach them. But on this chair where I sit, as you can see, there's nothing here. The buttons are only on the right side here, and you cannot reach those because of the table, so you can't move the chair, you can't control the heating, etc. What's that all about? So much for the theory, let's take it for the spin.
Okay, so what we have here and what are the impressions from the Mercedes V-Class? This one, it's 250D, which is 2.2 liter diesel, 190 horsepower, 440 Newton meters, and I have to say you cannot get any bigger engine with this car. It is also a 4MATIC, which is obviously all-wheel drive. And how it drives, well, if brother says that he likes how you can overtake, it actually drives nice and it's quite powerful. It's just, I don't know, it's, you're sitting like in a bus, it accelerates, okay, but it's still like lazy a little bit, and especially when you overreach 100, it just doesn't go, I don't know. And then the consumption, they said on the paper it's 6.5, he did roughly around how much? 13,000 kilometers, and average it's 8.9. He's kind of a driver that drives, I don't know, 130, 140 on a highway, and then he likes to overtake as well. So that's the normal consumption of 8.9 that he achieved. Next thing is the suspension. It leans a lot. I mean, of course, again, I have to say, you are in a van. I realize that this is not sedan, this is not a sports car, but it leans a lot, and you can adjust it with this agility suspension control. You can go to eco, you can go to comfort, you can go to the sport, which sets up the engine and the suspension, but still, it will still lean, I don't know, it's just the big bus, or small bus, or whatever. Next thing is, towards the suspension, that what I'm quite surprised is that you can feel every bump. It's a little bit rough, right? I think you can really feel every bump, and this was something I was really surprised. There's a thing that I do like. It's the voice transmitting system. Car transmits the voice all the way up to the back via the speakers, so the people can hear you very well at the back. Right, Momo?
Yes, we can hear you very well, thank you.
I feel okay here, but really that's something I don't want to drive on a daily basis. Okay, now to the final overview. We judge cars based on 4 things: the Joy, Wow, and LookFactor. And last not least, the price to performance ratio. So, Momo, what do you think? The LookFactor, like, does this car really suit us?
2 single guys like us? Probably not, but then again, if you have a family, I think it's a good fit.
What about the joy? Joy of driving this car. I mean, it's okay, but it's still a van. It doesn't create a smile on your face because you're driving a van.
Probably not, but then again, if you have a family and a van is what you need, I would like to drive this one.
Now, this is really a good one. What about a WoWFactor? What about like the people taking pictures of this car?
Not really, no. Next.
And the last thing is price to performance. So this car starts roughly around 75,000–80,000 euros. This one, this practical one, it's 95,000 to 97,000 euros. So what do you think?
I don't think it's something you necessarily need. If you can afford it, it's a nice thing to have. But I think for most people, it's a bit too much, I would say.
97 is a lot.
It is.
Guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, just subscribe to our channel, and remember, have fun.
See you next time.
All the time you have to have a last words, right?
Of course.